159. We just keep going. We've been in search of awesomeness going on 3 years now, and tonight's no different. Jessica Leupold is in my green room, and she is, as you're going to see, she's a Google Web slash social media salon owner, Jedi, founder, owner of Elaine James Salon, Middletown, Delaware. She is the owner. She's also a summit coach. She worked with Melissa Young. Kirsten Niemer is in her story, and she just continues to evolve. At any rate, I talked her into spending some time with us tonight to give her some of her best kept secrets. She's going to probably forget more about Google and website and getting your new client count to 20% than most people are going to learn in their lifetime. So let me tell you why. This is her story. She, in the last few years, she went from in 2016, 742 to 833. That was a 13% sales gain. In 2018, 950, another 14 points. She is trending to break the infamous, $1 million mark. She's trending 1.1, which is a 15% increase. And so she's just crushing it on all fronts. She's going to be really talking about growing guest count through, doing some really interesting things on digital marketing and branding, specifically Google and website, and it's showing up. In 16, her head count was 8235. It grew just under 9% to just under 9,017, just under 9,518, and she's trending to crack, she's going to go up 1,000 plus. So she's crushing it there. Her average ticket for the salon is $90. Haircut price is $40. So she's like at 2 point something on her sticker. She is like generating 900 referrals a year, 900 new guests a year. I mean, you do the head count on that, that's 1,800 people. And that's why she's running at 20% of her total guest count is new first time, and I think the average salon is, well into single digit. This is one of the reasons why I invited her to come on and hang out with us tonight, you guys. Rebooking at 62%, and if you've been following the conversation in the last few interviews, if you add up your new business percent, 10 is 20, add it to your rebook, that number is over 80%. If you're over 80% or more, we know that every 8 weeks you are growing sales through growing your head count. More about that. Average ticket growth, that's the other way that you grow your sales, is either through, finding more people with money, head count, or getting more money from the people that are coming. She continues to grow. In 16, her average ticket was 78. 17, it's 82. 18, it's 89. She's just trending just under $100, triple digit, as the salon now, not the individual. So she's and in a large in part is what she's doing on her digital branding. She graduates from the university with a communications degree, mass communication, and decides that she wants to become a salon owner. In 05, licensed hairstylist in 07, so she was a brainiac before she decides to jump in the salon game. She comes to Summit in 2010, and that's when all of a sudden she starts pouring nitroglycerin on her bonfire, becomes a Summit consultant, a coach in 15, and now in 2019 she's a level 3 salon consultant, and it goes on and it goes on and it goes on. So she's crushing it on all fronts. So she's in our green room. I'm going to bring her in. We're going to have a conversation about, a little bit about her history, and then she's going to show some really cool best practices. So let's go there now. Let's see if she's in the back, in the back, and you keep your fingers crossed. There she is. Give it up for her, you guys. Did you hear me brag? Did you hear me bragging on you?
Yes, you're so amazing. I'm so excited to be here. I can't even tell you.
I know. You were telling me, you were like, all day long we were texting each other. We were both really stoked, and a lot of people are on tonight to watch the conversation. So thanks for coming and sharing with us.
Sure thing. Yeah, I'm really excited to share the story of all this journey and what's happening in our world today, and how we've just been crushing it out there in business, and how we keep our team happy and bring it full circle with that triple win using digital branding.
Well, nice. Get us started. What it was like before social. I know that's really where your story kind of begins.
Yeah, absolutely. So, I think back to like remembering the days when we started with social before social and it was books, right? Hair books.
I
I like,
know.
please get rid of the hair books. And as I journeyed in my degree being in mass communications, it was all of advertising and marketing. And I have fundamental practices that go way, way back. But, today's world, we're talking about, uncovering how important this digital brand is to your new guest traffic and also to your average ticket, like getting people in the salon. They're looking for multi-service, services for these looks that they're creating, and how we really need to understand Google and Google My Business and your online brand and how people are interacting with
Yeah.
your website.
And I don't know how many Zooms we were doing and hanging out, and we were just like geeking out to the 10th power on how you are on a almost a daily basis are finding new ways to use Google to grow your headcount. So we're really excited about that. So what did really make the difference for you, where you just started seeing it go in a northern direction?
Well, I figured out and I found out that on Google My Business, hair salons near me is the number 3 search term on Google everywhere. It's unbelievable. So we really have to be conscientiously aware of what we have and how we're ranking for the SEO, knowing how you're found, and then how are people utilizing your website, like how are they finding you? We're looking at those analytics, like what are they looking at with their photos and their photo views, how many pages are visiting, are you mobile friendly? Like that's a big question. We build websites, like are we building them according to your mobile? Because 70% of users are on mobile, right? And then how easy is it to use all of those things? We have over 450 photos on Google My Business. So I get emails every month from Google saying you have 17,000 views of your photos. It's
No, and I've
unbelievable.
looked at you. You brought me there. We went on such a deep dive, and that's just on Google. And then you go to your website, and there's even more content. And then you go to your Instagram pages, and there's more. It's just showing the extraordinary work wherever the searcher is going online to look at your salon company, they're seeing your work, and we're going to show some of that tonight. So. What's it like now? I mean, you're ahead of the game. I think I told you this the other day. You're probably top 1% in terms of how you're leveraging, Google and website and social media to like brand the salon. And really, I think what are you at 20% plus of your total headcount now is new and referral.
Yeah. Yeah. It's amazing. We're consistently striving and we literally post it in our back room what our new guest goal is every month. Looking at that 20% target, it's a conversation that we constantly have. We recognize our team members when they're hitting that number, and we know that they play a big part with their photos and building that digital brand and making sure their photos are at a certain caliber. It's part of our staff meeting every month. We're talking about it. We have a social media, success team member who was featured here on your live show a long time ago, Meg. She's,
Yes.
she really helps us and heads up that piece of it. And so our front desk is involved. I mean, it's just full circle. Like every single person in our company is social media. And then I'm, on the back end doing all the back end work and building this all and making sure that it all runs together and doing the analytics.
I love it. So we've got a solid 10 minutes plus to really have you kind of take us on kind of a social digital tour. So I'm going to have Rob pull up the PowerPoint so that we're going to do a screen share where you can we can actually see what you're saying. And let me just
Yeah, so we're going to talk about, as you pull it up, we'll talk about our rankings for Google My Business, right? Like we are looking at, we're page one in that 3-pack, so you search hair salons near Middletown, Delaware, we're right there. There's 3 things that are going to come up and we're on that top of the list. We have a robust Google campaign for reviews that ensures that we're always feeding the reviews every month. We're getting 5, 6, 7 reviews to keep us there. That's how you do it through SEO.
Well, what I'm doing, Jessica, is I've got my mobile out while you were talking because I wanted to make sure nobody was saying she's lying. I actually Googled salons in Middletown, and while we got the PowerPoint up, you are not only on Google page 1, you are number 1 on page 1, and so that what you're saying is, look, not only is that possible and probable, but it's essential if you really want to have an edge.
Yep, absolutely.
Right. So and it's you're saying 70% of the new guests that are coming into the salon in some way, shape, or form are coming in through Google. So that's a very, very, very big deal.
Absolutely. We ask every guest how they found us and how they heard about us. And now we track saying, I found you on Google. Okay. It's unbelievable.
So now we're seeing your first key. Talk to us about what that is. You Google My Business website, Instagram is your calling card. What are you saying there?
Your photos. I mean, these are all, people are going to Instagram. They're finding you. They're going to your website. They're Googling, businesses, salons near you and salons in your town. They're finding you on Google My Business. They want to see photos. They're going to your website. I mean, the photo platform that you have is so powerful. And that's really why I call it your calling card. As you see on that screen share, there's an example of photos that are at the top when people see our page on Google My Business.
So I really want to make sure, and I don't want it blocking you. Here we go. So gang, I'm on her Google page, and I'm going to scroll. I can scroll and see. I can see the Elaine James work on Google. This is before I even go to their damn website, you guys. So you're saying there's a feature on Google My Business that salons aren't even taking advantage of, and you've got like hundreds of pieces of content just on that feature.
Absolutely.
Wow.
And there's so much more.
And well, we're teasing him tonight because I'm sure that after this conversation, people are going to say, okay, Jessica, I want to bring you in and have you close my gap between what I'm seeing on your Google page and when I go to Google where I'm at. So we'll get to that. But what's this next slide where you're talking about the benefits and you're showing an analytic here? What is that?
So this is an analytic screenshot of Google My Business. And what it shows is it gives us the idea of how many people searched for topics that had related to hair salon, like products or services. They weren't searching specifically for my company directly. 5,545 views of our business on Google My Business in 1 month, just searching salons or hairstyles or balayage and any of those topics. That's how they're finding us. And then out of that, 1,100 of them continue to discover our website. So the analytics will tell us this information, and then we can even go down one step further and see that 159 of those actually booked. They clicked on our book now on our website.
This is huge, Jessica. So we're kind of getting into a little bit of geek speak, and I'm going to translate it for the salon owner because this is big. You're saying because you were on page 1, number 1, the analytics in Google says that there were 5,545 people views of your business that would not have been there had you not taken advantage of this. And then out of that, 1,100 go to your website. And then out of the 1,100, 1,059 of them actually book an appointment. So you had 159. What's your average ticket? I think isn't it around $90?
$96.
So yeah, all I need to do is multiply 159 times 96. I mean, I'm not real math savvy, but I'm seeing around 10 grand in business that came in just from Google and website. We're not even talking about your Instagram yet.
Right.
All right. I mean, I'm getting goosebumps now. So what's this next slide where it's a website to the in-salon, the 1,100 potential? What's this we're looking at?
So then we have an analytics screenshot. We track, we use our Google Analytics on our website to tie it back to these numbers. So this just solidifies the information. It's really the I'm not making this up screenshot saying that this tells us specifically from Google that 1,100 people organically searched us went to our website from Google.
So this is basically more evidence that it's not El Toro poo-poo. Yes.
Right,
And
exactly.
and what I love about you, there's a lot of stuff I love about you. But this is that you not only have this figured out, but when your salon accounts, because when you have your coach hat on and you're in the salon, this is almost with a gift with purchase what people get when they bring you in, so that you now have become kind of an SEO Google website specialist, in addition to a lot of the traditional modules that Summit has trained you to implement.
Absolutely.
All right, so this next slide then is the some analytics of your website, I think. What
Yeah.
is that? What is that?
So this is the list of where people go on the pages. So we can see the photo gallery is number one, right? That's what people are looking for on our website when they land there. So they land on the homepage and then they go to the photo gallery. But then we have a new clients section, and that's how we know the new clients that are booking appointments. And that was the solidification of that number of that 159 people who booked those appointments. So I mean, 420 people searched Elaine James Salon. 1,100 people found us just by searching terms that were related to the hair. So the ratio is empowering to see, holy crap, like this is so amazing. And it's a 10%, it's over a 10% conversion rate.
Right, and so you're saying because you understand keywords in search, whether it's on Google and on your website, this is a science for you. And now, as you've learned to apply it to something specific, it's almost like you've mastered the art and science of Google website as it relates to salon marketing and branding.
Absolutely. No more guessing.
No more guesswork. Now we get into your photo gallery, and I was trying to pull your photo gallery up so that I could actually see that. And for whatever reasons, you tell us about that, and I'll see if I can pull it up on my iPad.
On our website, yeah. So our photo galleries actually feeds from our Instagram, and all of our team members put like on our team page. If you go on the team, you see a screenshot of every single person's headshot, and then if you click them, it also goes right to their Instagram. So their Instagrams are tied to our websites, right? We have links for them. They have it on their bio. And then our website is tied to their Instagram. So we give the guests a full circle experience to find not only a look or a stylist that works for them, but to find us in all of the different directions.
Right. And as you were talking, I was trying to, my Wi-Fi gods aren't behaving tonight, so I'm touching your gallery because I'll tell people that really we're getting their attention to get on your website, Elaine James. I think it's ElaineJamesSalon.com, is it not?
It is, and they can go right on our Instagram page too and see all of it in action. So, for all those that are watching, I would encourage you to go on Instagram.
Okay, here it is. It finally, all it is the Wi-Fi is I'm burying you here, so I want to get this out, gang. I'm in Elaine James photo gallery on their website, so you see this beautiful content on their Google page. You see it on their website. You can touch any picture, and it takes you to. I mean, this is fantastic. It'll take you to the stylist that did it. It takes you to their page. And when Jessica was showing me this, I was hyperventilating, and I said, "So you figured this out, where you're actually you can actually do a link in your photo gallery on your website to where the searcher knows not only who did it, but it brings them automatically to their Instagram page."
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
digital portfolio on steroids.
Oh my,
right?
yeah. I mean, this is, like I said, you were coaching me. You were showing me new potentialities between Google Web and social media, and how you've got them linked in, where it's just amazing. So what I want to go to that next slide. Measuring what you treasure, your third key. What's that?
Are you gaining or losing market share with your online brand? And if you look at keywords and I'm just throwing all these analytics out there, but it's third ranked that people are searching hair salons near me. I mean, people are looking for business. So this is where you have to be in this game anymore. And you have to think about it. If you're not doing it, somebody else is. And I'm so excited that we're building a program for owners to help teach them. It'll be called Rise Up. That will help teach them how to have these also in their business. But I want to continue to grow online brand and online share.
And what I love it is that, yes, and you have your traditional tracking from the computer, but now analytics, Google Analytics, website analytics are becoming the new metrics. So we're going into new databases that transcend data we have on our own computer to see the efficacy, the efficiency, the effectiveness of our online strategies. It's amazing. Now,
yeah, we've identified it. Yeah, just like I said, we've identified like the top 10 things to really look at to really track the trend. So that's important.
All right, so we're running a little over, which is fine. But do we? What I want to tease the world enough to go. You know, Jessica really has figured this out as a Summit Salon owner, and oh, by the way, she's a Summit coach. So that if people want to have you help them close the gap, we'll give them your handles on Instagram and Facebook, and they can message you and email, etc. But where's Jessica go from here? You're just getting warmed up. What's next?
Well, you know, in our future, it's really about how we're elevating our business expertise and out there in the world and what we're doing at Summit. We're really looking at marketing and business development and how we continue to, you know, go into new Summit ventures. So that's my journey. And what I want to do is continue to grow leaders and experts, not only in my own company, but in other salon companies and also at Summit as well. You know, I love what I do, and I really have a passion for, you know, making the world a better place and helping people be as successful as possible.
And I told you, I think before we brought you on, I said, how many available days do you have to go out into the world and show, you know, teach salons this? Because I have a feeling that as salons engage in this particular tutorial, they're going to go, whoa, I want Jessica to help me close the salon's gap between what I'm seeing tonight and where my salon is. So, you know, you don't have a lot of openings, but you got a couple of them, so that if people are watching this, I'm going to sig them on you. So get ready.
Absolutely. They can follow my Instagram. They can check me out on Facebook, reach out to me directly. That's great.
All right, nice. Well, listen, we're out of time. It was a great interview, just an extraordinary tutorial. I'm going to keep it posted on the page. We'll edit it down. We'll put it on Summit's YouTube page, and I'm sure you'll get a lot of direct messages. You know, people have questions or they want to talk to you. So thank you very much. I know you had a long day, and we were both excited about this, and it really worked out well.
Absolutely, Michael. Thank you so much, and keep doing what you're doing. It's a really true pleasure to work alongside you.
I think we bring out the good in each other. So I'll talk to you soon. I'm sure we'll follow up after this to kind of just celebrate this evening.
Sounds good.
Let's give it up for one more time with you guys. What an extraordinary interview, you guys. She is nothing short of being on her game. So, you know, she really kind of took us in on the kind of ride that that really showed us what's the next right answer. What do salons need to know to be able to, you know, we're getting ready to bring the Social Digital Summit to you in 2020. So we're incubating that, and one of our slogans is, you know, we're to a place now where our oldness or our youngness is no longer tied to the age we are, but the age we're in. So if you're in the digital age, it doesn't matter if you're 60, you know, 50, 40, 30, 20, you're young, you're younging down. However, if you're not in this conversation and learning, it doesn't matter what age you are. If you're not old, you're old-fashioned, and you're going to become more and more vulnerable. So I can't encourage you enough to get into the conversation and get a hold of Jessica. And by the way, her Instagram handles, I thought I gave them to you, but I'm going to give them to you now to make sure. Her handles on Instagram is Galpal Jessica's, and on both Facebook and on Instagram. And you can, if you Google Alon James Salon Hair Color Studio, you'll get it. She's in Middletown, Delaware, and I would be personal messaging her. I would be direct messaging her and getting her involved in your business so that in a very quick period of time. And what's really cool about this is that she can coach you digitally. It's, you know, she doesn't need to jump on a plane or a train or an automobile. It can be done, in 2-3 hours, on Zoom.com. I zoomed her in tonight, so I really hope that you take advantage of that. Now, if you're new to our conversation, I want to first of all welcome you. I hope you enjoyed the interview. The tutorial was extraordinary. You are watching Facebook Live on Michael Cole Summit Facebook. This particular platform is continued to become the social digital learning channel, if you will, for the salon, the spa, the service providers in the salon spa company, the salon owner like tonight. So this is really continues to revolutionize Summit's business, and people that are hanging out and watching these tutorials, they're telling you this is now become the next right answer, and it's free. So there's no damn reason whatsoever why you don't want to be on this. Now, if you're new to us, you're going to want to be hanging out on summitsalon.com. There's just too much really cool stuff for you not to be. We just released a script guide, which has now become our Bible, where the service providers, through a nice little, this is like even a pocket guide, takes the mystery out of social media, makes social media easy, so that whether you've been in business 20 years behind the chair and you really feel like this is intimidating, it simplifies it, it makes it safe, it shows you how to wade into the shallow end of the pool, and it starts working for you right away. And of course, we've got a social digital planner now, where we're teaching people how to look at their NPM windows of time today and tomorrow, and how to use the script guide and social media strategically to fill all that in. So you'll just go to our product page and it'll tell you more about it. And then, no, wait, there's more. We now have, I call it Summit Netflix, summit365.com. If you've been hanging out on the Summit Salon community page, people are just raving about this, because we now have video tutorials that you can watch that have been professionally produced. I've got a library there called the Social Digital Guest Experience. Christy Valenzuela has something around the front desk. She's got something around gift cards and certificates. So just get on 365, sign up. It's a nominal fee, and you can watch it 24/7, 365. So, and then more and more of our online training now is happening through social media, where we can Zoom.com you or your staff in, serve you online. We'll give you a free complimentary social digital scorecard. Call us on our 800 number. We'll put one of our coaches on and help you to close the gap. So there's just no reason whatsoever why you don't want to get in the game. This is episode 159. All of our interviews have been pre-recorded, edited, curated down to micro learnings. If you go on the Summit Salon YouTube page, you can actually watch them. They've been curated in sequence. So I would invite you to watch at least the last 20, 25 latest, greatest. On summitsalon.com, we have our calculators now. We've actually been able to, we're setting goals, daily goals behind the chair, based to people's income, and showing them how to hit those goals using social media. So it's social media, it's website, it's Google searching. You can see our world is changing at about Mach 5. So you're going to want to get in the game. Of course, we have a digital tracker that you can measure what your treasure. Jessica was telling that tonight. And so this is basically our sponsors. We are, salon business partners of L'Oreal, from Redken, Purology, Kerastase, L'Oreal Professional, Baxter, Biolage, Matrix, Mazzani, Essie. I think I've covered them all. Shoe. These are our brands. If you love what we do, carry our brands, because when you carry our brands, it strengthens our sponsor, and we can continue to bring this kind of programming to you. Our business partners are Summit Salon. Salon Centric is our distributor, as well as State Beauty and RDA ProMart. Thank you for all you're doing. And then last but not least, Summit Salon Business Center. So great show. 30 minutes. We like to keep it inside. We got another great show for you next Thursday, so keep hanging out. We'll keep this hanging, living on the page, and we'll edit it for you. So great show. We'll see you next week.